Did JD Vance get history wrong on NBC's Meet the Press? He defended US President Donald Trump's push for a diplomatic settlement of Russia's war in Ukraine by saying,
if you go back to World War II, if you go back to World War I, if you go back to every major conflict in human history, they all end with some kind of negotiation.
However, this claim is misleading. Let's break it down in a little history lesson. World War II began in 1939 when Nazi Germany invaded Poland. By 1945, approximately 50 million people died. The number varies depending on the source. The main combatants, the Axis powers and the Allied powers. So, how did World War II end? With the unconditional surrender of Nazi Germany on May 8, 1945, and Japan in August 1945, after the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Yes, there were negotiations, like the Potsdam Conference in July and August 1945, where the US, Britain and the Soviet Union discussed post-war plans for Germany. But World War II ended on the battlefield, not at the negotiation table. And what about World War I? It lasted from 1914 to 1918. Germany collapsed militarily and politically. The war officially ended on November 11, 1918, when Germany signed an armistice. The Treaty of Versailles came later, in 1919. But by then, the fighting was already over. So, JD Vance's examples of those wars ending with some kind of negotiation, they are misleading. There have been many negotiations in both world wars, but they did not lead to an end of war. Both ended with at least one main combatant being beaten on the battlefield. And this is not the first time JD Vance and Donald Trump have tried to rewrite history to better fit their political narrative.